everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
My report, sir?
Oh, great, thanks. Great. Okay,
Here you go.
thanks. Where's your report, Dennis?
Oh, it's really good. It's an A. A minus, easy.
Well, why don't you let me read it, and that way the grade will be more official.
I'll get it to you.
Why is it late?
Well, you see, it's about the Iran-Iraq war, and there's a ceasefire.
Yeah, so?
I'm waiting to see how it turns out.
Why don't you write it up to the point of the ceasefire?
Oh, I have it up to that point. I have that.
Good. You give me that before today is finished, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate her. I'd like to shove that stupid whistle down her stupid throat. I'd like to take a barbell and wrap it around her head.
That's too good for her. We ought to tie to the trampoline and bounce on it for a couple of hours.
Yeah, I got it. We make her run 100 laps, seal her in a rubber suit, and then lock her in the sauna. Then she'll know how it feels to sweat to death.
Good.
You know, if you're talking about Barbara Bush, you ought to give her a chance.
They're talking about the first lady of Girls' Gym.
Oh, you mean Holly Collingwood, teacher from the Black Lagoon?
Oh, come on. How bad can Ms. Collingwood make Girls' Gym?
In the Air Force, she was known as the Beast of Basic Training.
If General Patton were alive, she would have slapped him. Mr. Moore, you've got to help us. Talk to her. You would really hate her.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like fun, but I think I'll pass.
Oh, come on, Mr. Moore, please.
Yeah, Mr. Moore, we need someone to get her to ease up on us.
Actually, I did read this ad for a hitman in the latest Soldier of Fortune.
Well, another day.
Oh, Charlie, you want to chip in $5 for Mrs. Kelsey's baby gift?
Sure. What are we getting her?
Well, I haven't decided yet. I was thinking either some jammies or booties, maybe a blankie.
Gee, what about stockies or a bondi? Yeah. By the way, have you met the new girls' gym teacher?
Oh, Miss Collingwood?
Yeah.
Sure.
What do you think of her?
She's nice. She straightened out that bent bike rack.
Sounds more and more interesting.
45! 46! 47! 48! 49! 50! Up! I want to see your happy, smiling faces. Up! I do not want to see feet unless they're flat on the floor when I turn around. On the line, find your spot with your toes attained. What? Very good. Pressure! What is this?
A spin?
The thing that is spinning, Drescher. The thing.
A ball?
Are you sure? Good. Now that we know what it is, what do we do with it? Nevins!
Spin it?
Incorrect. We catch it, Nevins. Catch it. Now what do I want you to do?
Catch it?
Throw it, Nevins. Throw it. You're pathetic. I can see you girls need some concentrated work on your upper body strength. Merriman, how's your upper body strength?
Strong enough to hold a credit card?
Then you'll be in big trouble if you live beyond 19 years of age, won't you?
I don't want to look like the Incredible Hulk. I'd rather look like a woman.
Yeah, really.
You too, Borges?
Sort of.
This sort of woman you're going to be. Will she marry?
I guess.
Hypothetical question. You're happily married. You're at home. Your 7-year-old child's riding his tricycle in the driveway. The neighbor comes home, runs over him, crushes him. He's pinned. What do you do?
Scream.
Too bad you don't have any upper body strength. You could have saved his life. As it turns out, he's a goner.
Oh my God! Great. You just set our therapy back 3 years.
Poor Eyes, when I refer to the upper body, I don't mean the mouth. Hit the ropes.
Leave her alone. Did I say that?
Yes, Foster, you did. I didn't realize you had a backbone. Let's test it out. Sit-ups, 50 of them. Now!
Oh, no.
You don't have to do it, Simone.
Get up, I'm sweating.
That's right, Simone. Get up off that book. We come to school to learn. We're high school students, not Contras. You know, nobody wants you here. Why don't you go back to wherever it is you came from?
Yeah, if you can find the rock.
Yeah.
Hey, that's enough.
Who are you?
Well, forgive the intrusion, Miss Collingwood. I'm Charlie Moore. I teach history to most of these girls, although at the moment I can't say I recognize them. And I would like to apologize for their behavior.
What about yours?
Sorry?
You, out.
Why?
Because I am the one in the gym garb, and you are the one in the history garb. So correct me if I'm wrong, but you, sir, are pulling rank in the wrong room. 20 laps, move. Oh, come on. Go, now. Move. You and I, sir, have a private caucus.
There he is. Come on. Mr. Moore, I know you're expecting my report by the end of the day, but I have a good excuse, and I brought Arvid here to back me up. My computer melted.
My word! What is the name of the disease you two boys are carrying? Oh, and look at these fingers. They look like they're cream filled. What's holding your head up? I've seen thicker necks on a snake.
Hey, we don't have to take that kind of talk from you.
Yeah, we're in boys' gym.
Oh, not at this moment you're not. Give me 20. Laps, splatterbrains. You, Laurel, move, Hardy, follow, go. 20 laps.
Mr. Moore,
It's a chance. Run for it.
Go. Hut, hut. Allow me to be direct. I do not need to be rescued by any man. And furthermore, I do not allow another teacher to waltz into my class and speak for me.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry if I stepped on your toes. I'm sure that you had plans to reprimand the girls.
Nope, no reprimand was in order. Do you know anything about Aikido, Mr. Moore?
A little. Yeah, it's a defensive human exchange in which you attempt to use your opponent's strength against him. Or her.
That's how I teach. I push. Finally, they're pushing back. I tear down useless individuals and rebuild them back up into fine athletes.
Well, if that method works for you.
Oh, it does. Except for the odd time you've reassembled an individual and you look over on the workbench and there's a spare part. I love that. All right, come on, get a move on. Come on, I want to see some action. How about you?
Well, I prefer to build them up rather than tear them down. You know, you provide a blueprint for learning and occasionally hammer in a loose plank.
Oh, that's good. You want to remember something like that to say on your deathbed.
You are a tough one, aren't you? But Air Force, right?
Second generation. Born at Clovis, raised on 12 bases in the States, as well as the European theater.
Well, sounds like an interesting life.
No complaints. All right, come on, let's get it moving over there. Come on. Ho. You know, Charlie, you're the first member of the faculty who's even attempted to communicate with me. The others kind of wimp out. Well, I have a tendency to be direct.
No kidding.
Oh, no, I do.
Well, I heard a lot of interesting things about you, and I wanted to meet you. And about your class, there was no intrusion intended.
A thank you is in order.
Not at all.
You want your boys back?
No, they're all yours.
Yeah, pitiful. A worm and a snail in the rain. More!
Yeah.
Did you ever go anywhere?
Often, yeah.
No, I mean, maybe we, well, do you like hockey?
I like to watch, yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, I have season tickets to the Rangers games, and, tonight?
Sure.
Well, good. I look forward to it.
Okay.
Later. Move!
Cheese squish?
Oh, Dennis. You know, I can't believe you still haven't done your report.
Arvid, I started to. I turned on my computer and everything, but I got sidetracked. I started hacking into the FBI computer. Oh, that reminds me. You're now public enemy number 3.
Those Rangers really stunk up the rink last
What are
night.
you talking?
I've seen tougher cross-checking and Snoopy on ice.
The Flyers played incredibly. I mean, Hextall made some brilliant saves. Now,
Charlie, I didn't know you were so passionate about hockey.
well, I'm not like Holly. She throws her beer in the air.
Yeah, sorry about your coat.
Wow. Well, if you give me a chance to return the favor, I happen to have tickets for tonight's Knicks-Cleveland game.
Hey, the big guys in shorts? Sure, why not?
Well, tonight, the beer is on you.
I love that one. Isn't he something?
She's something, huh?
Thank you, Mr. Moore. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
What did I do?
We just wanted you to talk to her, but you've done better. You're dating her. We owe you one thanks.
We're not dating. We just went to a hockey game.
Yeah? What about the basketball game tonight?
The basketball game tonight is not serious. However, the problems facing Anastasio Somoza in Nicaragua in 1979 were serious.
Why? Was he dating a gym teacher too?
Morning. Hi.
Oh, hi, Charlie. Hey, I looked for us in the news clips of the game last night. I think I spotted your coat.
How did it look?
Wet. Hey, I got tickets to the Coleman Marshall fight Saturday night. Are you interested?
Yeah, but no more sport food, okay? These hot dogs, I'm waking up in the middle of the night.
Me too. We keep it up, we'll wind up looking like this. I think I got the perfect solution. My apartment tonight. My home-cooked turkey loaf. No preservatives, brown rice, fresh steamed veggies. What do you say?
I don't think you should go to all that trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble. We're friends. I care about you. We on?
Sure. Thanks.
Okay, good. Later.
You dog, you! You know what I mean.
No, I don't.
You know.
If I keep saying that I don't, are you going to keep hitting me?
Right. You're a gentleman. I can appreciate your discretion.
Well, if you are referring to Miss Collingwood, I assure you there's nothing serious between us.
You heartbreaker, you.
Look, I consider her a friend, and that's it.
Right, and I consider you a friend for trying to mellow her out. But be careful. She can clean and jerk twice her own body weight.
He certainly is making a big deal out of all this.
I'll say.
I mean, just because you and Miss Collingwood are dating.
We are not dating, Miss Mira. We're just friends.
Oh, friends on their third date in 3 nights?
They're not real dates.
Charlie, you've just been invited to a single woman's apartment for a home-baked turkey loaf. In femalese, that is a date.
Well, I don't think she looks at it that way. She's different.
Oh, that's for sure. But she's still a woman. And she has feelings and she has dreams. Did you notice that she's wearing that pink and lavender tracksuit?
Yeah, surely you don't think that...
Dennis, this is a copy of an old report. He'll never buy this.
Why not? I did. $20 to a guy at NYU for this.
Morning.
Hey, Mr. Moore, my report.
Great, about time. Looks like a very professional job. Dennis,
Thank you. Thank you.
you sure you want to turn this in?
Yeah. No.
Good. Still, the best grade I can now give you is a B, unless, of course, you don't want to turn anything in until tomorrow, in which case the best grade will be a C.
Dennis, you blew $20 on this when you still owe me $20?
Here, we're even.
Okay, let's get started.
Mr. Moore, you're a miracle worker.
I'm very flattered, but we still have to get started.
She means with Queen Kong. You've turned that woman into a human being.
It's true, Mr. Moore. Yesterday, she was understanding. She was nice. She didn't even once call me maggot.
Well, it's very nice, but I don't think I had that much to do with it.
Men, they're so naive.
Isn't it obvious, Mr. Moore? She's crazy about you.
was no good in sports. Whoa, 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 Behrman. Maybe I've been too hard on you. There must be something physical you're good at.
How about shopping?
Excellent. Let's more appropriately redirect our attention into that arena.
You know about shopping?
Of course I do. Where do you think I get my clothes? Salvation Army?
Yeah.
Very good humor. All right, now, to spot a sale rack, you want to force your way through the crowd. The pick and roll technique can be as handy at a half-price bin as it is right here on the basketball court. Huh, ooh, 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 ooh. That's how I get my sport bras. 3 for $5. I buy in bulk. All right, girls, hit the showers.
Hi.
Hi.
it going?
It's going great. Listen, have a great date tonight. We want to get out of gym early tomorrow.
Hey, Charlie, hi. Hey, what do you say before the fight Saturday night we barbecue, huh?
Well, I tell you, I'm not sure that I can make it.
Oh, got something else on?
I really don't know how else to say this. I'm not sure that I should come for dinner tonight.
Why not?
I think that we've started spending too much time together.
We'll eat fast.
I think I misrepresented myself, and I let this thing go too far.
Oh, that's very sweet. What the hell are you talking about?
You're new in town, and you don't know a lot of people. You did just break up with a guy, and now you're developing this thing with me.
Oh, I see. It's a thing, is it? I think I'm beginning to catch your drift.
Good, because I think I can understand the feelings you have for me.
Oh, yeah? And just what are those feelings, Charlie?
Infatuation.
Oh. You do know you're making a complete idiot of yourself, don't you?
I am?
Oh, yeah. Your helmet's on way too tight. Who the hell do you think you are? I wanted somebody, a friend, to go to a couple of ball games with, that's all. Maybe... Never mind, forget it.
Hey, come on, Holly.
Hey, what did I just say? Forget it. I know who I am. Who are you?
Holly, it's Charlie Moore.
Charlie Moore, the idiot?
Well, I'm such an idiot, I guess I wouldn't really know, would I? Hi. I'm sorry if I surprised you. May I come in for a minute?
Minute? I'll set the timer.
Look, I made some assumptions, and I was wrong. The thing was not a romantic thing. It was something called friendship. I'm sorry.
Okay, I understand. Thanks for dropping by.
What about the friendship?
Oh, we're back to that again, are we?
Well, I think we were always there. I just didn't recognize it.
Well, I don't do so well at friendship. I make mistakes.
Well, can I give you a piece of advice? I mean, that's something that friends do. But they need their friends to forgive them.
Oh, you want me to say I forgive you? I can't. It's not me. Besides, someone might hug someone, then someone might get the wrong idea.
Look, I admit that I certainly got the wrong idea about a few things.
Why? Do women throw themselves at you every day?
But not exactly. I had a pretty decent run in college, yeah.
I don't have to hear about it, do I?
Look, I made my appearance. I made my apology. And obviously, my 1 minute is up.
Well, that just means the turkey loaf is ready.
Well, I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Well, I can't eat it all. It's too much food.
Holly, I didn't come here for a meal.
I know that. Charlie! I want you to stay for dinner. I want you to stay. What do you say?
Would I have to eat the steamed cauliflower?
No. Not all of it. Not any of it. I'll eat the cauliflower.
You'll eat the cauliflower?
Sure. What are friends for? Come on, get yourself a plate.
All right.
Take your coat on. Here.
Morning, Dennis. You have something for me?
No. No, Mr. Moore, I don't. And I'm not going to give you some lame excuse either. I just didn't do the work. Nope, don't say anything. I know that I've let you down. So you know what? I am going to go home this weekend and think long and hard about what I've done.
I don't think so, Dennis. I think you're going to be doing laps.
Laps?
Yeah. Call them history laps. I want you to trace every major event in the Iran-Iraq conflict from the point of view of Iraq. And then I want you to go back and retrace the same events from the point of view of Iran. And then I'd like you to examine all of those same events from the point of view of every member of the United Nations.
Mr. Moore, that'll take weeks.
Yeah, but Dennis, you're going to build a lot of upper body strength.
What are you doing your science project on, Janice?
Snakes.
I love it, Janice. I tell you, the classics are always the best.
Dennis, you made me tear my blouse on the locker door. It's ruined. You think that's funny?
Well, yeah, come on, Janice. It's kind of funny.
You owe me $180.
Now, Janice, that's not funny.
Dennis, my parents bought me this blouse in Japan. It is pure silk. I want my money.
Get out of here.
This isn't over, Dennis. I'm not some wimpy marshmallow you can just push around.
Yeah.
Like Arvid.
And furthermore, you may be the principal of this high school, but you can't tell me what to do on my free time. My life is my own. Pompous tub of guts. Is he like that all day long?
Well,
I heard that, Miss Merritt. Get in here. I want you to explain these requisition forms to this new art teacher.
Excuse me. Couldn't help but overhear you yelling at Dr. Samuels. I was very impressed.
Thank you. I don't know. You work with that guy.
Well, you don't work with him, you work around him.
It's a long way around.
Charlie Moore.
Gilda Minetti.
Haven't seen you before. You new here?
Yes. Matter of fact, I am. I just moved here from D.C.
Oh, Washington. Quite a town.
Yes. It's a fascinating place. But there's too much immorality and deceit there for me.
Yeah. Politicians.
Ex-husband.
Gotta get going.
Me too.
Look, how'd you like to have lunch today?
I'm sorry, I can't.
Well, okay, dinner tonight. I know this great little Greek joint just opened. Good food, music, dancing.
I'm really not dating right now.
I'm sorry. If you're seeing someone,
No. It's just... Well, why not?
Okay.
Sure.
Good.
I'm staying with relatives until I can find a place of my own.
I'll pick you up about 8.
Fine.
See you then.
Why are you still here?
Tell you the truth, Harold, I'm trolling for guys.
You better be joking. Anybody here hits on my sister, he's dead meat.
Actually, the jury system can be traced back to the 11th century. Now, before that, people were literally tried by torture. If you survived the rack, you were innocent and tall. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
Listen, you girls, you both have an art class, right?
Yeah?
I was wondering if you could tell me anything about the new art teacher. You know, hobbies, special interests, favorite flower.
Well, why would you want to know that, Mr. Moore?
To tell the truth, we have a date tonight.
Well, gee, I wouldn't have thought Mr. Feeney was your type.
Who's Mr. Feeney?
The new art teacher.
And who is Gilda Minetti?
I don't know.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, if it's any help, Mr. Feeney did mention he likes to hunt.
He's late. If he thinks I'm just going to stand around looking like... How do I look? Never mind. Be nice.
I'm always nice. Besides, how bad of a guy can this be?
Please tell me you have a twin brother who's the principal of a high school.
Charlie, well, you obviously know my brother. Oh. I'm sorry. I should have realized this might be awkward for you.
I'm not sure awkward is quite the right word.
They're beautiful. Harold, water.
I know. I'm the same way on dates, you know. You tell yourself, relax, just be yourself. And then I sound to myself like I'm on National Public Radio.
I know what you mean. Sit. I'm much more relaxed talking to 12 men in a jury box than I am to one man in the back of a cab.
I'll say this, you really make criminal law sound fascinating. I wish that you could talk to my first period history class.
Sure. What are they charged with?
They're honor students, and we're studying the American legal system, and you'd make a great guest lecturer.
Okay.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow?
I'll walk you to school. I'll even carry your books.
Gee, you must really like me.
Can't you tell?
Oh, hello. I didn't expect to see you two here at 1:30 in the morning on a school night.
But how can you represent someone that you know is guilty?
I don't know. As a defense counsel, I am ethically obligated to defend my client and provide him with the best possible defense, no matter what I think about his innocence or guilt. That's for the court to decide. After all, I could be wrong.
Well, what if you were defending Al Capone or Charles Manson or,
Lizzie Borden?
Yeah. Right. I mean, how could you defend murderers like them, people who are definitely guilty?
Well, for one thing, Lizzie Borden was innocent.
She was?
She was tried and acquitted in a court of law.
What about that poem? Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks.
If she were alive today, she could file a $20 million libel suit. You see how easy it is to assume something without proof? That's why we don't try people by opinion. We try them by the facts, by the law.
Well, why don't we thank Ms. Minetti for an enlightening discussion?
Thank you, Charlie. I enjoyed it.
I always thought that the law would be boring, but not the way you talk about it. Are you working on anything interesting now?
I have a murder case pending.
It can wait. I want you to sue that creep over there. He wrecked my blouse.
He wrecked my blouse.
You could take him to small claims court.
Great. Make a run for the border, Blunden.
Oh, I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
I have a question for Miss Minetti. You guys dating or what?
Dating? Yes, I guess we are.
Way to go, Mr. Moore. She sure is a lot cuter than Mr. Feeney, huh?
You okay?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I don't know. You've just been very quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've just been thinking about something. I've been thinking about us, actually. I really like you, Charlie.
I feel the same way. I mean, I really like you. I like you more than any woman I've met in a long time.
You're terrific. You've got this great sense of humor, and you're intelligent and kind and generous. You're a wonderful guy.
Thanks.
I don't think we should see each other anymore.
What?
I don't think we should see each other anymore.
I got that part. Why?
Because I like you.
So?
Well, every time I start liking somebody, I wind up getting hurt.
Oh, you're the one that gets hurt.
Yeah. And it's already started. You were late, Charlie. 22 minutes. You were late yesterday, too. And this morning when you came to pick me up for school. I know the signals. Next thing you know, you'll stand me up. And then you'll be working late at the office. And then, well, I'll find you in a motel room with an aerobics instructor named Tina.
Are you listening to yourself? I mean, you're totally irrational.
I am not irrational. I am a defense attorney. I think I know the difference between an intelligent discussion and an emotional outburst. You, get back in there.
You want irrational? Huh? You are going to throw away a potentially wonderful relationship because you have hang-ups about your ex-husband and some aerobics instructor.
Well, what about your refusal to take responsibility for your actions?
I know I'm sending mixed messages. You're doing the same thing. Admit it.
Fine. You want a message that is not mixed? Let's just back off for a while.
A while is mixed.
Okay, let's just back off.
Fine, I'll leave.
Great.
Well, great. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, Dennis! See, now you're gonna push Janice too far. You can't hang her Captain Fuzzy Blue. This is her favorite.
Hey, Arvid, this is just a subtle way of getting her to back off.
Don't do it, Dennis.
Mr. Moore, all I'm trying to do is... How do you like that? He didn't stop, he didn't take me aside, no heart-to-heart talk, no nothing. What kind of attitude is that for a teacher?
Excuse me. Is one of you Dennis Blunden?
Him. Dennis! What is it?
A summons. You gotta go to small claims court, kid.
What for?
I don't know. Guess you stiffed somebody.
Hey, I didn't do anything!
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Where did we leave off yesterday?
We were going to discuss some of the issues that Ms. Minetti brought up.
Well, that was yesterday. Let's discuss something else today, okay? How about the Supreme Court?
You know, what's interesting to me is how justices often abandon their allegiance to the presidents who appointed them.
It's a good point.
Well, according to Ms. Minetti,
Well,
sometimes...
now, Ms. Minetti was very interesting, but if you want a stable, reliable opinion from somebody without, emotional problems, I'd suggest going to Oliver Wendell Holmes.
She dumped him.
Look, you don't have the facts, and it's none of your business. And you're right.
but it has no bearing on this history class.
Don't worry, Mr. Moore. There's plenty of other fish in the sea.
That's right. The important thing is to get out of the house and be with people.
Thank you. I really don't want to discuss it, okay?
Oh, come on, Mr. Moore. You're always making us talk about our stuff. You want to go out in the hall?
Okay, if you really must know, I was uncomfortable dating Dr. Samuel's sister.
Oh, that's no reason to stop dating her, Mr. Moore. You remember what you told me when I said I didn't like Simone's parents?
What's wrong with my parents?
We'll talk about that later, Simone. Mr. Moore is having some emotional problems.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Ms. Minetti has the problems. All right, so I was late picking her up a couple of times. My lock stuck.
Now, that's been sticking for a while, hasn't it?
Yes.
Well, why don't you get it fixed?
Mr. Moore, you're repressing. You know, my therapist would say that being late is merely a subconscious expression of your reluctance to make a commitment.
On the other hand, he could just have a cheap lock. You've seen where he lives.
Thanks. That's enough. I'll be fine.
Of course you will, Mr. Moore. And look on the bright side. It's a lot easier to get into a movie theater on a Saturday night when all you need is one seat.
Take it from him.
Thank you both. Thank you all.
Arvin, my court case against Janice is today. I need your help, buddy.
Hey, Dennis, whatever you want. We're best friends.
Listen, I want you to be my main character witness. Now, all you gotta do is tell the judge that you know that I would never do anything to intentionally harm or embarrass another human being. Hey, Juarlo, wanna be my friend?
No. But thanks.
Guess what? I've got my court date. Courtroom 12C, Judge Ronald P. Osgood, 4 o'clock today.
Oh, good for you.
I have my material evidence, several briefs establishing precedent, and I watched LA Law last night. All I need now is for you to act as my guardian ad litem.
Oh, why don't you ask Mr. Moore?
I can't. I've got him under subpoena. Will you do it?
4 o'clock today? I've got an arraignment after lunch. Sure.
Hot biscuits. Well, see you in court, counselor.
Hi. I'm just here because Harold got some of his paperwork mixed up with mine last night. Be pretty hard to defend a man on armed robbery charges with Larry Finbart's report card. What about you?
I work here.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
If it please the court, may I enter as Exhibit N the receipt of the aforementioned blouse? As you can see, the purchase price was 23,940 yen. How, you may well ask, could a simple lapidor become a lethal weapon?
So far, Janice has placed 14 pieces of evidence before the judge. And Dennis has been rereading his index card a lot.
Mr. Moore! Oh, sorry.
Exhibit O, the official exchange rate of the yen on the date of purchase, $180.
I object!
Sorry,
You can't object. This is small claims court. The only person who can object here is me. And as for you, young lady, I object to the fact that you're taking up so much of the court's time.
Hi.
Very well, Your Honor. If I could beg the court's indulgence for a moment, I will establish prima facie evidence of the defendant's liability.
And stop using Latin.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Charlie, I want to apologize for the way I acted the other night.
It's okay, Gilda. I understand.
You do?
Actually, no. Why the hell did you act like that?
I've been burned before.
Well, you're not the only one who's been burned, you know?
I know, but when you showed up late, it brought back bad memories.
You will find all the evidence you'll need in here, Your Honor. See how scary that is, sir?
You do that again and I'll teach you some Latin. Is that it? Are you finished?
Well, I do have an eyewitness.
couldn't have called him sooner?
Charlie, from our very first date, I
Plaintiff calls Charles Moore to the stand.
Do that. I do that. And there is no stand.
Are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening. From our first date. I'll tell you, from the moment we met, I thought to myself, look, I can't tell you what I thought to myself.
Mr. Moore.
Yes, but I knew even then that I was going to push things into the truth.
Mr. Charles Moore.
What do you want?
What do I want? Get up here.
Do you swear to tell the truth?
Don't
the whole
do that. I do that too. Mr. Moore, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now you go.
Mr. Moore, would you please describe to the court where you were on the morning of the 14th at approximately 8:44?
I was entering Fillmore High School.
The witness entered said building here while the alleged perpetrator was lurking by my locker here.
So what are you saying? You want to call it quits?
No, I never said that. I would like to make it work.
That's what my ex-husband said.
Well, your ex-husband was a liar. I am telling the truth.
I ask the questions first, then you tell the truth.
Very well.
Now then, did you see the defendant as you entered the building?
Yes, I did.
I told you what he did.
Yes, with the aerobics instructor.
Excuse me. You saw the defendant with an aerobics instructor?
No, Your Honor, with my ex-husband.
Her ex-husband.
Continue.
Well, does that mean you're never going to trust anybody again?
Not unless they're under oath.
That's it. What the hell is going on here?
Your Honor, I move for a mistrial on the grounds that this witness is incapable of giving coherent testimony.
You want to move something? Move your keister up here. Get up here. Did you put rubber snakes in her locker?
Your Honor, I'll always...
Answer the question under oath or under penalty of perjury.
Uh-huh.
Good. You pay her $180.
100!
And you're going to make a good lawyer, but you're not a good lawyer yet. So you go to law school. And you two, you sit there, you try and work things out. Me, I'm going to take a coffee break. Court is in recess.
Congratulations, Janice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Great. Sure. Well, why don't you tell me what you want?
I don't know. I just know I'm scared.
I'm scared too. But I'm not going to let that come between us, whatever our relationship turns out to be. So, I don't know what else I can say. Sooner or later, it comes down to having a little faith.
You still under oath?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's as good as it gets.
Want to have some dinner?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy's one of the biggest slumlords of the city. I mean, you have no idea the conditions under which his tenants live.
Well, they're not my clients, Charlie. He is.
But I don't know why you take this case. I mean, I just don't understand you.
I knew they'd never last. I just knew it.
How dare you presume that my client is guilty? Where do you want to eat tonight?
Luigi's?
Ooh. How dare you presume he's guilty?
Counsel's copping out. Counsel's copping out.
I think they're lasting.
I went into the operating theater and I viewed the liver being transplanted. I'm telling you, Darlene, this was the most incredible experience of my life.
Sarah, I think you're overdoing the research for this biology paper.
Oh, no. I'm not just doing it for the paper anymore. I'm going to be a surgeon. Oh, Darlene, if only you'd been there. It was beautiful. The way he lifted up the spleen in order to clamp off the artery.
I guess you had to be there, Sarah.
Oh, you want to see some pictures?
Darlene, you are such a wimp. I mean, it's just a picture of us. Excuse me, I have to use the bathroom.
How do I mate thee? Let me count the way. Check.
Oh,
Okay. Computer says rook takes queen. Nice try, Arvid, but nobody beats the Chess Monster program.
Well, you just met nobody. Chess Monster, consider yourself check. Mated.
Man. Not bad, Arvid. Why can't you play that way for Coach Teresh?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Chess Monster.
Well, I don't know what you're so scared of. You're the best player on the team.
He has a funny way of putting it. He calls me Jughead.
Well, you just beat a computer.
You play chess, Mr. Moore?
No, I know the basic moves, but that's really about all.
Mr. Moore, why don't you and Arvid play a game?
Oh, no, he'd clobber me. I mean, it wouldn't be any fun at all for Arvid.
Who cares? It'd be fun for us.
Yeah. Okay, Arvid, I'll meet you here come lunch hour.
Okay, take your seats. And it's interesting, you know, I've been developing this theory about the Russian passion for chess, how it affects their political strategy. So maybe we could talk about that for this class period. And I think we will, since I'm in charge.
You guys, who's winning? Arvid! Did you dismember him yet?
Come on, Janice. This is just a friendly game.
Mm-hmm. Sure it is, Arvid. Okay, everybody, the blended point spread is Mr. Moore plus a knight and 2 pawns. Do I have any takers?
No way. Right, Dennis. Are you kidding? Arvid can't lose. Come on.
Okay.
Check.
Check? Weren't you supposed to say that, Arvid?
What's the matter, Arvid? I mean,
Hey, come on, guys. It's easily blocked.
Come on, Arvid, you want to move sometime this semester?
Just relax and focus on it. Come on.
Wow, you trapped my queen. I resign.
I don't believe it. He lost.
Great, Arvid. That was really impressive. Thanks.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Hey, I think there's a belching contest in the cafeteria. Anybody want to watch?
Sure.
You okay?
You crushed me.
You are upset.
No. There's no shame in losing to someone who's a truly brilliant chess player.
Not a brilliant chess player, Arvid. I happen to be reading a book on chess, and I memorized a classic trap, and that's really all that I know how to do.
You know, 3 months ago, I would have seen that knight 4 coming from across the room.
So what's different now?
I don't know. I just choke.
What's that like?
Well, it's like I hear this voice inside of me going, maybe that's the wrong move. And before you know it, I'm losing to guys like you. Sorry, Mr. Moore, I didn't...
It's okay, I understand. Have you thought about discussing this with Mr. Teresh?
Mr. Teresh, I've tried, but whenever I do, I just choke.
Mr. Moore! Mr. Moore, I challenged Coach Teresh to a chess match for you.
What?
I had to do it, Mr. Moore. It was a question of honor.
Dennis, you don't have any honor.
No. All I did was tell him what a great chess player you were. The guy went berserk. I'm telling you, Mr. Moore, he wants you.
Well, I don't want him.
Well, you got him. I'm not backing out now.
No, I'm backing out. You're telling him.
Oh, come on, Mr. Moore. Please don't do this to me. You beat Arvid. Arvid's terrific. You can demolish Coach Teresh.
Dennis, you're overlooking one small factor. I don't know anything about chess.
You don't?
No.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Moore. You're gonna make me look like an idiot.
I'm here to help, Dennis. Morning.
Hi.
Mr. Terry. Good. Dennis Blendon just mentioned some nonsense about us having a chess.
Nonsense? What's that supposed to mean? You're too good for me.
No, Frank. It means I'm not good enough. So let's just forget the whole thing, okay?
Wait, I recognize this. This is the old weenie gambit. Check it out before you even start the game. That's typical, Moore. Chess is not a beauty contest. It's not how pretty a game is. It's who wins. Chess is war. You understand that?
Yes, Chess Master!
Defeat does not exist for the Fillmore chess team, does it?
No, Chess Master!
All right. After the Blitz game, I'll announce the team for the match against Bronx Science. And remember, your opponent is your enemy, not your friend. Mr. Moore, you want something?
Word with you when you have a minute.
Fine. Stick around. Maybe you'll pick up a few pointers. Okay, team, what do we study here?
Chess!
And how do we play chess?
Strikers! Back hard! Show no mercy!
All right, let's warm up with Rui Lopez. White, pawn to king 4, advance.
Pawn to king 4, advance!
I can't hear you!
Pawn to king 4, advance!
Black, pawn to king 4, advance.
Pawn to king 4, advance!
White, king knight to bishop 3, develop.
Knight to bishop 3, develop!
All right, all right. Blitz game, start your clocks at 5 minutes. Okay. Go! Engen, watch your queen side. Your flank is vulnerable. A double pawn is a dead pawn. Double your rooks. Invade the 7th rank. Engen, you try that against Bronx Science and you are shark bait.
Check.
Simone, what are you doing with the pawn? Seize the initiative. You got a back rank mate. Finish him off. Mercy is for girls.
I am a girl.
Not in here, you're not, mister.
I resign.
You what? Don't you ever say those words in front of these brave chess players.
She's gonna win in one move.
You got time on your clock. Pick up your king and move it, mister.
Checkmate.
All right. Let it go for the throat, Big Red. I want you to replace Engen on 4th board. How's that make you feel, Tiger?
I feel melancholy. Like the long withdrawing roar of the sea.
Say that again? No, don't.
I'm sorry, but I don't like the way you yelled at Arvid. I don't think I want to be on your chess team anymore. I know you hate the word, but I resign.
Well, that's too bad. She's got the talent, but she doesn't have the taste for blood.
Women.
Simone quit because of me.
Well, at least you're back to 4th board now.
All right, listen up. Here are the team assignments for the match. 1st board, Blunden. 2nd board, Lazzarato. 3rd board, Scarpese. 4th board, Lee.
Lee? Excuse me, sir. Wasn't I next in line?
You ride the pine, Engen.
Why?
Why? Because you are a loser.
Arvid.
All right, that's it. Hit the showers, you wood pushers. So, Mr. Moore, thought you backed out of the match. What are you here for, to back in?
What's the deal with you, Frank? I mean, ever since I came to Fillmore, all I get from you is a hard time. It's not really fair. I'm just doing my job.
Yeah, right. Your job.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's supposed to mean I'm the one with the master's degree. What are you? You're a substitute teacher, an out-of-work actor, spear carrier.
Okay, so you got a master's, I got a spear. What's your point?
Well, here's the point. You end up teaching the geniuses in the IHP, and I'm stuck with a class full of car thieves. Please, don't talk to me about fair, okay? I am twice the historian you are, and I happen to be an excellent teacher.
Well, since I've been witnessing your excellent teaching techniques, I've seen one of your students quit the chess club and another run from the room in tears.
Hey, if chess is too tough for him, let him join the football team. This is how I coach. And so far, it seems to be working. Fillmore always has a winning team.
Yeah? Well, right now, Arvid Ingen does not look like a winner.
You know, I really love Simone sometimes. You know, sometimes I hate her.
Arvid?
Mr. Moore.
You all right?
Oh, you know, sometimes when I'm upset, I talk to my picture of Einstein here.
Well, I'm not a Nobel Prize winner, but if you want to talk to an actual human being, you can try me.
There's nothing to do, Mr. Moore. I'm all washed up in chess. Mr. Towers is right. I'm a loser.
Not from my side of the board.
Well, you saw. I got beaten by Simone, by a girl who wouldn't even hurt a fly. In fact, I saw her help one once. I can't do anything right.
Arvid, I don't really enjoy standing here listening to you put yourself down. You are good at a lot of things, and chess is just one of them.
Like what?
Well, you're an excellent mathematician.
Sure, the crowd goes wild when I calculate the area of a trapezoid.
Arvid, you're more than intellectual abilities.
That's true. I am a sharp dresser.
Yeah, you're certainly unique.
See, but that's not enough, Mr. Moore. Chess was the one way I could get people to notice me. And now Mr. Towers has taken that away.
Maybe not. I'm going back in there. I'm going to challenge Mr. Tarish to a chess match.
Mr. Moore, that's crazy. You can't beat him.
I can win with your help.
Okay, Mr. Moore. I got the earphone all hooked up. You know, but I still don't think this whole thing's gonna work.
Now come on, Arvid. Some confidence, huh?
Right. Confidence.
Okay. Dennis, how you doing?
I got bars. We're all set.
Okay, now you remember, if anybody asks why you're videotaping, you just tell them it's for broadcast journalism class, right?
Right.
Okay. You are following the action here, you're monitoring it, you're transmitting all the right moves to me, okay?
Okay, I have confidence.
Good.
I have confidence this will never work. Mr. Moore, how about hand signals? Look, here's the chessboard. You have 8 rows and 8 columns. You use these 8 fingers. So, for instance, pawn to king 4 would be
Arvid, go white balance the HL79 and set the lights for 3200K.
I guess that would be simpler.
Well, if you're ready to go, Dennis, I guess I better get up to the match.
You know, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty shocked. I can't believe you're cheating.
I'm not cheating.
Mr. Moore, I'm Dennis Blunden. I know cheating. This is cheating. This is everything you've ever told me not to do, rolled into one big, beautiful scam.
Not true. I'm not doing this for money, and I'm going to tell Mr. Tarish what I did afterwards.
Well, then that would make it one big, beautiful, dumb scam.
But what's really interesting is how a diseased liver can swell up. Imagine a gray jello mold big enough to serve 12.
Okay. You want to be a surgeon, Sarah. Does it mean you have to make us all sick?
This is all my fault. I mean, if I hadn't quit the chess team, none of this would have happened.
Come on, Simone. There's no reason for you to feel guilty. After Mr. Moore gets creamed, then you can feel guilty.
I don't know about this chess match, Miss Mira. Blood feud between teachers. It could get ugly.
Hey, Dr. Samuels, smile.
Let's get this thing over with.
Okay, Mr. Moore, let's try it out. If you can hear me, scratch your nose. Good, it works. Unless, of course, your nose is really itchy.
Mr. Tarish plays white.
It's gonna work.
Ready?
Yeah, I knew it. He's going for Rui Lopez, Mr. Moore. He wants an open game with lots of action. We play a closed game, the Caro-Can.
You'll drive him up the wall, okay? Pawn to queen, bishop 3.
On a queen bishop 3, you weenie. Come on in the center, Moore.
Okay, good. Pawn to queen 4.
Oh, the Caro-Kann defense. Who do you think you are, Gary Kasparov?
No, I'm just Charlie Moore.
Pawn takes pawn.
Take the pawn?
Just talking to yourself, huh?
Okay, don't worry, Mr. Moore. I read Kasparov's book on the Caro-Kann. Queen's Bishop to Bishop 4.
Have you read Kasparov's book on the Caro-Kann? It's really fascinating. Bishop to Bishop 4.
All right, Mr. Russian chess expert, probably a commie. Here we go. Down and dirty. A gambit variation.
I know this one.
Mr. Moore's up 2 pieces, but Tara shall never resign.
This is great. You're up 2 pieces. I mean, we're up 2. I'm up 2 pieces. I'm beating him, Mr. Moore.
I am beating Coach Terran!
It is you. Hi, Arvid.
Tammy.
What are you doing in there?
I'm just fixing the janitor's TV set. You see? There we go. Divorce court.
I love divorce court.
No, you don't. I mean, it's so depressing. I mean, it'll undo all the work we did in peer counseling.
You know, those were some of the nicest hours of my life. I always liked the way you really listened to me.
What's wrong with Mr. Moore? He's running out of time.
Well, I feel it's only fair to warn you. This knight is about to take this pawn, and he's done it.
Blunder. Tara won this night back.
Since you're not my peer counselor anymore, would you like to go out with me sometime?
Go out? Sure. All right.
Okay, this rook is taking this bishop.
Thank you.
So, this bishop will take this pawn.
I love it when they die a slow death.
He's had it. I can't take the suspense.
You think you're nervous? Look at Arvid.
Rook to... No, knight to king's 8. Check.
All right, big deal. You checked me.
Queen to rook's 8. Check.
Now what?
He's got Mr. Moore's queen.
Rook to king's bishop 8. Checkmate.
What's going on here? Well, what's going on is that Arvid just beat you at chess by playing through this transmitter, and I just moved the pieces.
Wait a minute. You beat me, Engen? That's impossible. You're a loser.
No, I'm not. I can play as well as anyone. As long as you didn't yell at me and intimidate me and hover over me like some vulture. I could be mistaken, Mr. Terran.
No. Stand up for yourself. I like that. And I love that last night move. That was a killer. Yeah. Listen, Arvid, you need me to back off. I'll back off. Hell, I'll move to Jersey if it'll help you play a tournament like this.
Does this mean I'm back on 4th board?
No. You're on first board.
Great. Thank you, chess master.
Listen, Frank, I'm glad we're getting this straightened out.
Straightened out? What, are you trying to be funny? You humiliated me.
Well, it's maybe just a pointer I took from you.
What are you driving at?
Well, I didn't set out to humiliate you, Frank, but as long as you feel that's what I did, perhaps you can imagine how Arvid feels when you yell at him.
Hey, lots of kids respond to the way I coach.
Well, lots of them don't. Now, how many kids in your chess club have dropped out?
Okay, Mr. Chips, you tell me how you get the kids to pay attention, to do their best.
Well, you know, some of them are more sensitive than others, so you gotta understand each one as an individual.
Sensitivity, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you might be right. Well, if it works for a chump like you, it's worth a shot.
Well, I'm glad we see eye to eye on this, Frank. And thank you, Dr. Samuels, for spearheading this explosion of intra-faculty support.
Are you and Mr. Terrace friends now?
Well, I don't know that I would call us friends, but I think we're starting to clear the air. Dr. Samuels, could I ask you a question? Why did you choose me rather than Frank Terrace to teach the IHP class?
Well, how can I say this without giving you a swelled head? The truth is because you're less of a jerk than he is. There, I said it.
Actually, Dr. Samuels, it's probably the nicest thing you've ever said about me.
4.